what type of questions do FDNS officers ask? And if someone wants to voluntarily participate, now what are the do's and don'ts? Should they be detailed, or they should just wait for the attorney to engage an attorney, and then somebody like you, and then start answering, responding to the FDNS site visit officers?
For a variety of reasons, I would say you're better off having a lawyer handle this for you. So the the main one being that it's the only time you're going to be communicating with immigration officers. It's the only time you can really be found to have committed fraud if they mischaracterize whatever you told them. So that's the first one. Can you repeat the second part of that question?
Right. So if someone's like, they have, there was a site visit, including at that point they're talking to the, either the site visit is at the employer's office or work location, and what type of responses should they be prepared for, and
Okay.
should they be detailed, or they just wait for the attorney to engage and involved during the process? And during the, if they started asking too many questions, can they stop and say, I don't want to answer these questions anymore, just to
Yeah.
reflect?
It's a voluntary program. You can stop it at any time. And you don't have to participate. You don't have to talk to them. You can say, talk to my attorney, we'll handle everything in writing. They don't like doing that. Every time I tell them we'll handle it all through the writing, they get a little bit unnerved by that, because it's very hard to lie about what's in black and white on the page. And so they don't like that. But so they'll always try and coerce you into talking. Now, the questions that they ask when they show up for the site visit are probably in large part going to be based on whether or not there's something they think they know is going on versus a truly random inspection. When FDNS thinks that there's evidence of fraud out there, they will go and they'll ask questions, gather information, all with a goal of procuring evidence to prove the fraud finding. In the regular site visit, they're just shooting in the dark. They're just giving like the standard long list of questions. Regardless of what happens during that site visit, if they think they know something beforehand, they're going to try to revoke that visa no matter what you do. Whether you participate, you don't participate. The big difference is that when they try to revoke, they have to issue a notice of intent to revoke. And if there is what's called derogatory evidence in the record, they have to give you that evidence. They have to tell you what they think they know. And then you can respond and be a little bit more strategic and narrow in your response, and not give up information that could be construed to hurt you. That requirement to give you evidence as adverse information or derogatory information does not apply to the site visit. It only applies to adjudication. So you're much better off not participating if you have any questions, and having either your attorney do it, or waiting to see if they think they actually have something on you and you can fight it in an arena what is more favorable to you.
Okay. So before we conclude this session, now when you said there can be a notice of intent to revoke, which is coming from the not the field office, the service center, can someone engage your services at that point? If is it that too late? And the secondly, now after they have responded to the intent to revoke, if the petition is still revoked, is there a possibility to litigate this matter in the court of law?
You can definitely litigate revocations of non-immigrant visas.
Okay.
of an immigrant visa, which is much more valuable to you, you can't sue about, which I've never understood the distinction in the law, but that's what Congress said. So, sorry. And then the notice of intent. You had a question about the notice of intent to revoke.
Right. So if there was a notice of intent to revoke, so my question A is, can someone engage your services?
Oh,
Would you
yeah.
be able to help when there's an intent to revoke, or they have responded to the notice of intent to revoke, now the petition is revoked? Can you still help them after the petition has been revoked by the USCIS?
Yeah, in terms of hiring us after the NOIR comes out, yes, that's possible. The the difference is that because it's dealing with the petition's approval, the employer is the only one that the agency will recognize as having an interest. And so your employer would have to sign the G28 authorizing me to respond for them and for you. If it gets past that point and it gets revoked, that's very easy to challenge. That's something that we do all the time.
Okay.
Are you an IT consultant seeking a new opportunity? We offer job placement services for US citizens, green cards, EADs, and visa holders. We also sponsor various work visas like H-1B, E3, TN, and green cards. 20 plus years of experience in the industry. Exceptional employee benefits. Highly rated by our employees. Global presence with 200 plus recruiters and direct clients. Connect with us. Call us on the number 833-412-8472 or mail us at support@higheritpeople.com or visit our website www.higheritpeople.com.